The B-2 Spirit is not just another aircraft, it is a legend in the sky, born from the dream of invisibility and built with the precision of American engineering power. It is a symbol of unmatched technology and determination, a machine that whispers through the clouds, leaving only silence where fear should be. Its very shape is a secret, a mystery that even radar struggles to see, and that is the beauty of the Spirit, a ghost above the world, built to dominate without being seen. When you first look at the B-2, you do not just see a bomber, you see a masterpiece, a sleek black shadow with wings that stretch across the horizon as if it were a creature from the future, moving quietly but carrying the might of an entire nation. This stealth bomber was designed to change the game forever. The United States wanted something that could go anywhere, strike any target, and come back unseen, and that is exactly what the B-2 Spirit delivers. Every curve, every surface, every line of its body is shaped to deflect radar waves away from the enemy. It does not shout its presence, it disappears, and that is what makes it unstoppable. It flies with the silence of a predator in the dark skies, ready to deliver its mission without warning. The power behind it is not just in its engines but in its purpose. It was created for peace through strength, a weapon meant to make sure no one dares to challenge America's skies. Inside the B-2 Spirit there are only 2 crew members, yet they hold control over one of the most advanced aircraft ever built. The cockpit is a blend of digital precision and military genius, glowing softly with high-tech displays that monitor every movement, every pulse of the machine. The pilots feel not like operators but like they are part of the bomber itself when they guide it through the atmosphere. The Spirit is built from composite materials that absorb radar energy, and it uses advanced coatings that hide it even from the most sophisticated tracking systems. It can fly higher and farther than almost any other bomber in the world, and when refueled midair its range becomes nearly limitless. Each mission the B-2 undertakes is more than just a flight, it is a statement of power and precision. It can take off from Missouri, fly across oceans, strike its target with perfect accuracy, and return home without ever being detected. That kind of reach, that kind of confidence defines what American air power truly means. The Spirit can carry both conventional and nuclear weapons, which means it is not only a guardian but a deterrent, a silent reminder that the United States has the capability to strike anywhere, anytime, and do so without warning. This makes it one of the most feared aircraft ever created. What makes the B-2 so fascinating is not just its stealth but its story. Its development began in the shadows during the Cold War, a time when fear and competition drove innovation. The goal was clear: to create an aircraft invisible to radar, capable of surviving in the most dangerous airspaces and hitting the most protected targets. The team behind it pushed the limits of technology beyond anything the world had seen. The result was something that looked less like a machine and more like a vision, a smooth black triangle gliding through the night, powered by engines buried deep within its body to reduce heat and noise. Even today, decades after its first flight, the B-2 still feels futuristic and ahead of its time. When the Spirit made its first public appearance, people were stunned. It looked like no bomber before it, no tail, no visible engines, just a wing, a dark shadow cutting through the sky. That image became a symbol of America's dominance and innovation. Even the sound of it is different. The B-2 does not roar like a jet fighter, it hums softly like a whisper of thunder you hear too late. That is why it earned names like the Ghost or the Silent Death, not because of destruction but because of how perfectly it hides its presence. Its beauty lies in its simplicity and its strength lies in its silence. During missions, the B-2 has proven its worth time and time again. From Kosovo to Iraq to Afghanistan, it has delivered precision strikes that shape the course of battles, all while staying beyond the reach of enemy defenses. It does not just drop bombs, it delivers messages of power, precision, and control. Every operation that involves the Spirit is carefully planned with satellite coordination and global support, yet the bomber itself is the silent hero, moving through the dark, carrying hope and fear in equal measure. For the pilots flying it is an honor and a responsibility like no other. They sit in one of the most secure cockpits in the world, trusting a machine that was designed to trust them back. The Spirit's engines are a marvel of engineering, built to be quiet, powerful, and efficient. Its flight controls are electronic fly-by-wire systems that respond instantly to every touch of the pilot's hand. It can handle turbulence, storms, and long hours with the same calm confidence. It is not just built for war, it is built for endurance. It can remain in the air for more than 40 hours with aerial refueling, which means there is almost no place on Earth beyond its reach. Every time it flies, it represents America's promise to protect and to prevail. But what truly makes the B-2 Spirit unforgettable is the emotion it creates. It inspires awe and respect not only in military circles but among civilians too. When people see it soaring overhead, they feel pride. They see the culmination of human imagination and engineering perfection. It reminds everyone that the United States still leads in technological innovation and defense capability. It is more than metal and circuits, it is history in motion, a living legacy of what determination can create. There is something poetic about how the B-2 moves. It does not fight for attention, yet it commands it effortlessly. It does not need color or noise. Its black wing against the sky says everything. The contrast between its stillness and its power is what makes it legendary. It has a quiet authority that speaks louder than explosions. It is the kind of machine that defines generations and sets standards for everything that follows. The Spirit is not just a bomber, it is a symbol of the invisible strength that keeps the world balanced. In modern times, as new stealth bombers like the B-21 Raider prepare to join the fleet, the B-2 still stands as the icon that started it all. It proved that stealth could be real, reliable and revolutionary. Even after decades of service, it remains at the heart of America's strategic deterrence. Its upgrades and maintenance keeping it ready for any challenge ahead. The United States Air Force treats it not as an old relic but as a living legend, because the Spirit continues to evolve, adapting to new technologies and threats. That is the mark of true innovation, something that never stops improving. The cost of building the B-2 was enormous, but so was the reward. It gave America an advantage that no other country could match. For years and even now, very few can approach. Its very existence changes how enemies think and how allies feel. It creates psychological impact as much as physical one, because knowing that somewhere high above, unseen and unheard, there might be a B-2 ready to act is enough to make any nation think twice before crossing a line. That is real power, not just the ability to destroy but the ability to deter without even being seen. Watching a B-2 take off is an experience of pure emotion. The engines awaken slowly, glowing in the night. The wing lifts like a shadow rising against the stars, and then it is gone into the darkness. No sound, no trace, only the memory of its passing. That moment captures the essence of the Spirit: calm, confident, unstoppable. It does not rush, it glides. It does not fight for space, it owns it. The runway lights fade behind it as it becomes part of the sky, and that is when you understand why it is called the Spirit, because it truly feels alive. For every American, the B-2 represents more than military might. It represents the spirit of progress and protection. It stands for innovation, courage and discipline. It is the result of thousands of minds working together to achieve the impossible, and they did it. Is the aircraft that turned science fiction into reality. The fact that it still performs top-secret missions even today proves its relevance and its perfection. It is not outdated, it is timeless, and that is why people around the world still look at it with wonder. When the Spirit returns from a mission, it lands as quietly as it leaves, touching the runway like a shadow, finding its home again. Its maintenance crews treat it with reverence because they know they are working on something extraordinary. Every bolt, every panel, every circuit is part of history, and the airmen who serve it know that they are the keepers of a legacy. When the hangar doors close around it and the lights dim, the B-2 rests not like a machine but like a guardian waiting for the next call. The B-2 Spirit defines what it means to be ahead of your time. It was born from the desire to dominate the skies without ever being touched, and it succeeded completely. It proved that the future belongs to those who can combine intelligence with strength and silence with precision. The world will continue to evolve. New bombers will take flight, but the B-2 will always be the first true ghost of the skies, the one that taught the world what stealth really means. For every American who believes in the power of innovation, the B-2 Spirit is a reminder that greatness is not about being seen, it is about making an impact that cannot be forgotten. So when you think of the B-2, do not just think of a bomber, think of a legend. Think of the silent wings that guard the night skies above us. Think of the American dream built into steel and shadow. The Spirit flies not just for missions but for meaning. It represents courage, technology and unity, and it will forever remain the symbol of invisible power that protects visible freedom. That is the Spirit of America, flying high above us, unseen, untouchable, unbreakable.